So let's talk about self-discovery. Where you are in this self-discovery. Where is the all-seeing eye? So self-discovery, so you know how I like to do it. I like to express stuff physically because it must in line with what you can't see, okay, spiritually. So let's look at it like this. You have to use your imagination, okay, your third eye, okay, your clairvoyance, whatever you want to call it, your intuition. Now, I need you to imagine oneself standing here or wherever it could be inside your head, and I want you to create an energy field around you, okay, really close to you as well. And the energy field looks like a hexagram, like a football, I guess. And you can see all the 50p pieces all around it, okay? And it's really, really close, really tight and compact. So, you know, like when you think of yourself as energy, don't think yourself as a physical form, think yourself as energy. So like when you move your hands as energy, think of it as energy, not physical, okay? So whatever color comes up in your head, what you feel like you look like, represent that in the middle, okay? So in the middle, you have you, spread your arms, and you can touch these hexagon, and they're running lines of energy everywhere. Running lines of energy. Okay, now, and that's really close to you. And then the next one goes a little bit further away. Okay, and they're moving in slightly, so they're moving around you like this, and you're in the middle, moving around you really slowly, and they're like it's in sync. Okay, and then the next one further out, then the next one, and I want you to put 7 layers on you. So if you can imagine, you grab a football and you kick it as far as you can that way, then you kick it that way, and then you kick it that way, and you kick it that way. That's how far the last one's going to be, okay, for you. Now, in the middle, where you exist as an energy source, the first one is going to be like a white violet light, okay, because you come from the source. And from your belly button, when you're in this force fields, I want you to look at your belly button, and your belly button's going to spread out vessels, okay, and it's going to connect with it, okay, and then your heart's going to come out as well. So like you are connected to the first one, and like loads of maps coming off you, like loads of roads of you coming off, okay, and you're connected. And then they branch out to the next one. So that's the first one, you know, the violet light, and you are branching out to it. You have your own color, yeah, you have your own unique color, but this one is violet and it connects to you. And then out of that one, some come out of that one too. So you have loads of branches coming out of the violet one, and then the next one has slightly less, okay, but it branches out. There's still loads of them, and it goes all out until it gets to the red one. The red one is the furthest one away. So you're like this big, and you've got like violet, really small, tiny, which is around you. Then you've got another one slightly bigger, which would be like the purpley, then blue, then green, then yellow, orange, and then red. Okay? Now, you can imagine they're all branching out, and each one has certain branches to go to, okay? So you're branching out from the first one, from the heart, first of all, into that one, because that's where your true authentic self is. And then each one branches out all the way, okay? Now, each one of these circles, well, hexagrams, is a consciousness, okay? Is a consciousness. So your heart here is going to do a double beat. It's going to go boom, boom. And it's search and retrieve. Search and retrieve. Search and retrieve. So if you imagine, right, now let's go even zoom right into the ventricles, okay? The ones that branch out. Now, they're holes, okay, but they're ventricles. You know, so like if you pick up a leaf and turn it around, you see them all there. You see your veins, so we can go into the veins and look through the veins, right? We can do that. But we can do this too, right? So you're going to take your eye, you're going to put it in your heart, and you're going to look out the heart with your eye, okay? And you can see all these different ventricles, but we're just going to focus on one area. Okay, it's one area. And you're going to look out, and you're going to see how far you can see all the different colors and stuff like that, because they go for different ones. And you're going to look as far as you can. And some of them, like you can see all the way to the red. So you can see through the blue, see the green, through the, and you go all the way to the red. And then some of them, you look through, are dark. They're dark. You can't, you know, it gets to like the green one, and you can't see through the green one. So what the heart does, right? You know, so it's search and retrieve. It beats, and when it beats, it goes out through all them ventricles. It goes through all of them portals that you've made. It goes all the way through, right? And then it comes back again. Okay, and where there's blockages, so if I put like so the sea kept going in and out, or a lake had, you know, like had movement to it, like a pulse. If I put something in the middle of that, it would hit it, and then the water or current would spin around, and it would go like backwards in, and then flick out. These are your blockages, right? Now, what the heart's doing is it pulses, it's pushing through the energy, creating friction as it pushes through all your ventricles from the purple all the way to the red. Okay? And then wherever it gets hit, each one does a little spiral. Each one does a little spiral. And then it sucks it back in again. You see? So what's really incredible is to work out where these spirals are and where these blockages are. Okay? So like, if you could just hold that fork and put it to the side, just hold that, just push it there. If I walked into a round room, and then I turned, I had 7 different light switches, and each one has a dimmer. And then I go, right, okay, I'm going to go red, and I'm going to press them all on, every single one. And the red one, I've turned up a lot lighter than all the rest. Well, that means I'm only going to see red until I dye it down, right? So it's the same thing, right? So all the other colors are showing, but because red is focused on, red will be seen, because the light particles can't beat that bigger beam. It's the same thing, right? But the light's still there, right? So the light comes from here and it pushes out, right? So it sends and it wants to receive. So then what I do is, if I have it all red, I will see only stuff in red. Even though the other colors are there, I only see stuff in red. And imagine if red was fear, right? So everyone lives in the fear all the time because it's red. They can't see nothing but red. But if you learn to turn the dial down, remember this is physical. Turn the dial down, you then start to see the other colors. Oh, well, there's a pinch of yellow here. There's a pinch of yellow. There's a pinch of green. There's a pinch of blue, and there's a pinch of purple. And you just start to turn them all down, turn them all down, turn them all down, turn them all down. And then you can see the single colors. And then when you get really, really good at it, you can direct the light. So red does need to exist. It does need to exist, okay? Because, you know, like, for example, you know, for purple, well, violet where we are, red needs to be on the outside. For us to exist here, we have to have all of these different colors penetrate in us as we penetrate through them to represent who we are and go through all the blockages, okay? So like, if you look at a tree is green because the way it grows up and the way it goes out. So then what it does, so if you've got the different fields, the tree is mathematically correct to go where it goes and then it branches out until it receives green energy. Do you see? And then the flowers, they vibrate to the purple, so they suck the energy in to become purple. Right? And these are the things that are around you. This is you. You're the same thing. Right? So like, if I can look up, look around, I am in a round place. I am round. So I am a supercell. Now, Jesus Christ was a supercell. All of them, all of them amazing people, Buddhists, monks, all of them, they're all supercells. And what they are, you got the ventricles going across like this. They're a supercell inside of yourself, and you're a supercell, because when you go and speak to someone and you make them feel great about themselves, you've done what Christ has done, what the consciousness has done. You've made them feel great. You passed it on, and you've lit up something inside of them. Okay? So now they're focused on a different whole. Send and receive. Send and receive. So when you've sent out, you've created like holes. So like where you got the red, now if I bring this back, where you got the red on the outside and you're in the middle and you're in, you know, all the different colours, and you've got the red on the outside. Well, on the outside of here is pure bliss. Pure bliss is on the outside of you, and it enters from here and it comes out of here. Okay, so you've got like a torus field around you, but you're in this middle, right? You're in this middle with all the different colours, right? But out here, okay, golden white light penetrating like the stars above. These are just golden white lights, okay? And when your heart beats, it goes through all the ventricles, finds all the blockages, but it also finds the holes to here, to where this consciousness is, the creator, and it sends it out. Okay, and it grabs wherever it can and it pours it back into the heart. See, sends out, comes back. It's looking. You're looking for the Father. You are looking. You're in the mother. You're in the womb still. You're still in there. But you're looking for the Father. And to do this, you have to push all your barriers. Every single one, every single blockage. You got to knock them all through. Yeah? You know, they've got to clear every single passage, so then you can see the colours, right? Send and receive. Create space inside of you, yeah? Be willing to learn more stuff. Be willing to step over. Because, see, consciousness exists here, and each colour has a consciousness. And if consciousness, like guilt, love, fear, if they're here to teach you something, right? They're teaching you to overcome it. How does it feel? What does it feel like to feel love? What does it feel like to be guilty? What does it feel like to be fear? What does it feel like to be free? What is free? What can you disconnect yourself with? Because all of it's all chemicals, okay, and consciousness chemicals inside of your brain, which comes from the heart, right? So all these ventricles that you've got going this way and this way and this way, some of them will be blocked. Some of them will go straight through, okay? Depending on what all your ancestors are in here. All of you are in here. You're in your blood, okay? And it's red pulling in, and then it's pushing out with the heart, okay? And find out what tools you need to change the way that you're thinking. If this consciousness is here, it means we have to learn from that consciousness. You see? It wouldn't exist otherwise. It's like star seeds, right? You get star seeds that come along to this planet, okay? And they plant themselves here, and they don't grow, they do not grow until a certain consciousness of this planet happens. So that means their seed is here, that means their consciousness is here, and it's waiting to come to existence. It's, for example, right, if mangoes were never here, and we still got another 100 years before mangoes start turning up, right? I might turn around and say to myself, I'm not going to arrive until mangoes turn up. And then when mangoes do turn up, that means my consciousness can come here because it enjoys mangoes. It's the same thing. So often the case is you've chose the time because your consciousness is here. If you feel like you're trapped, it's because you've not opened up all the barriers. Open up the floodgates. Open them up. Let them through. Let the mother flow through you, right? So the father can go inside of you and, you know, you'll send and receive from your heart. It's all about the friction, okay? It's all about opening doors. It's all about what colors can you see, okay? It's so simple, but you have to use the intelligence of your head inside of you, okay? This third eye in here, right? You're able to see yourself as energy inside and create the hexagram. All the different hexagrams will go all the way around you. You know, when you go in trainers, yeah, that's stopping you from going into the earth. It's stopping the whole circle around. You got too much on concrete, it's taking your energy away. The same as batteries. Put battery on a concrete, it starts draining it. Take your shoes off. Do the whole circle, because that's a blockage. Do you see? It's a blockage. It's so incredible. And then each one of these around you is ruled by a different planet. Okay, so you've got the stars, which are there, which are light, which are above the wandering planets. The wandering planets are your... Yes, that's right. It is that. It's exactly that. They show you. And you see different organs, okay, are connected to different ones of the raises around you. Different hexagrams. Oh yeah, it's raining. UK, it's always raining. Look at it. Love it. So the rain comes down, the wind makes the trees move, and then you get the electrical current underneath, and then you get the father, so the mother's watered them, father blows them, and then you get life coming up because now you've got electrical current, and then they come out. They've been asleep. It's hard to wake them up. Bit too much rain drowned them though. And it certainly stops me from having a great time. But hey, it's rain and they love it. It loves it here. Anyway, but that's all I wanted to say, right? So if you're consciously thinking of bad stuff, it's because you've got blockages in that. So your light is turned on too much. Dull it down. Open up the pathways, right? You've got to learn something from it, right? And the mother's going to teach you. And she will teach you emotionally how to deal with it. The father will only give you information and tools to do it. If you landed on this earth and you were the only one here, not that would ever happen, but if you were the only one here, what's the first thing you're going to do? Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm getting thirsty. So what's the first thing you do? Look for water. Yeah. So you start digging. Start creating tools. Yeah, it's the same thing. Just physically, but you are a spiritual being having a spiritual experience, and certainly I'd say enjoy it, walk it, don't let anything swallow you up, man. Don't. Purple is first, the violet is first. You are here, red's back here. Don't worry about the red, just suck in what you need to, send and receive. There's more ventricles in this purple and this violet area and the green area and the blue area than there is in the red. Okay, just use what you need to do. Okay, love ya, lovely vampires.